Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you and telling you what I use to edit and film my YouTube videos. Of course, the first thing is my camera, and now obviously I use that to film my videos. I used to use my phone, and I just want to say, if you are thinking of starting a channel or you have a channel and you're worried about not having a camera or not being able to afford a camera to film your YouTube videos, I just want to say that filming on a phone is just as good. Yes, the quality is a bit better on a camera, but nowadays, honestly, like, iPhones are so good, the cameras are so good. In fact, Samsungs are as well. Honestly, just filming on your phone is absolutely fine as well. Do not feel like you have to have a camera. However, I do have a camera and I'm so grateful for it. I can't even express, like, when I got this camera, I was so incredibly excited. I can't even put it into words. So I'm so grateful for this camera. But I basically use the Canon G7X Mark II camera, and I cannot recommend it enough. I absolutely love it. I would say it's so good. The quality is amazing. It's really simple to use, which is perfect because this was the first camera I've really ever had, and so it was really easy to learn how to use. I'm still learning now. I still don't use all the features. I mainly just use the basic features. There are only two downsides I've learned about this camera so far. Number one is the wind noise and the microphone in general. It makes this sort of fuzzy, muffled noise slightly when I'm filming, and I don't have a camera microphone as of yet. I'm thinking of possibly getting one in the future, but at the minute it kind of makes this like gentle muffled noise in the background. It's really annoying, so I always have to play music quietly on the background of my videos because otherwise you can just hear this sort of weird noise. Also, second thing is the fact that if you're wanting to take photos, I found how to do the timer for like a photo shoot, but I usually take photos by videoing. However, if I'm stood far away from the camera and I zoom it in, the quality is not that great for some reason. I really don't know why, but when I'm like using it for a video and then I screenshot a photo and then I screenshot the video to make a photo, the quality just goes like really blurry, and I'm not quite sure why it does that, but they're the only two downsides to the camera. Overall, it's absolutely amazing. I would say personally for me, the second most important item is my ring light, which I'm using right now, as you can probably tell. Right now it is 6 o'clock almost, and I would not be able to film right now if it wasn't for this ring light, because obviously it's dark outside and I just wouldn't be able to film. Because I could film with my light in my room, but it's very yellow, it's not very bright, so I love this ring light so much. And oh, I forgot to say at the start of the video, I'll try and link pretty much everything, well, as much as I can anyway, in the description of the items that I'm talking about. The ring light, as you'll be able to see on the screen right now, is quite big, but you can adjust this ring light to be basically on the floor to, if I put this ring light outside, I'm not kidding you, it would probably reach to the height of my house. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna try it one day. It goes so high, and the good thing about this as well is that it has the bit in the middle to put my camera on. So right now I'm using it as a tripod as well as a ring light. I do actually have a separate tripod, but right now I'm using it for both, which is really handy. So then you don't have to be, if you're going somewhere, you don't have to carry around both. You literally just take the ring light and you're sorted. However, speaking of tripods, I have this tripod right here, which I'll insert a clip of what it looks like when it is all set up. But this is a Sarai, I'm not sure, tripod, and this is really good. It's adjustable, and again, this goes from very small, and the great thing is it has a shoulder strap, so I can literally just carry this around on my shoulder. It's not very big. Look, I can fit the whole thing in shot. It's not very big at all, but again, you can make this so tall. Not quite as tall as the ring light, but you can make it go very high up, which is super useful, so you can have it whatever height you want. And the only downside to this is it's quite heavy, I'd say, because it's all metal. It's very heavy. It's not heavy if you put it on your shoulder, but in general it is quite heavy. But you do need it to be a certain weight so that it doesn't, you know, fall over or anything. You know, if you're filming outside, you don't want it to be blown over by the wind. So I suppose it is also a benefit that it is heavy. It's kind of like a pro and con. Moving on to a smaller tripod, I have this one here, and this is a Joby tripod, and this is so good. I think you call it like a gorilla pod or something, and these bits all move. So these bits individually, like that one bit just went like that. It's honestly crazy. You can wrap this around tree branches, literally anything. It's so flexible, and I love this because it's just the perfect size. You can also use it to hold your camera if you're vlogging. Instead of holding the camera like this, you can just hold the tripod, which is quite useful. I just really love it. I don't really have any downsides with this tripod, I don't think. I just really like it. Okay, so I forgot to mention, with my camera, I do have a camera case. Now, this came as like a package with my camera. I think that's what my stepdad said. It came with it. Well, not with it. He paid extra for it, but it came as like a set. And it's really, really nice. It's soft inside, like velvety inside, and then magnetic buttons to do it up here. I really appreciate this because I use this all the time. If I'm out somewhere, I always have this on my shoulder or like around my neck like that, so that I can just quickly whip my camera out. Actually, I usually have it like this, you know, like across the shoulder. It's kind of like a little bag for me. I take this basically everywhere I go, and it protects my camera from getting scratched and anything like that, because my camera's so precious to me, and so this is very important for it not to get scratched or anything. So I think this having a case is a really good idea. Okay, linking back to the camera as well, this charger again was like came with it sort of thing, and this is the Canon battery charger. It's not got a very long wire, but apart from that, it is really good. I actually ended up purchasing 2 batteries for my camera. So I have one that came with it, and then we ended up purchasing another one, because the only thing about Canon cameras, well, the Canon G7X anyway, the battery that I have runs out, like, honestly, so quickly. It runs out after probably, I want to say like 2 hours of filming, which I guess isn't that quick, but after I've filmed like 2 videos, it's usually like dying and I have to plug it in. So I would recommend, if you do get a Canon G7X, to buy 2, possibly even 3 or 4 batteries, because then if you're going out somewhere, if you've got to charge the battery, you are covered, because I always carry around so many batteries with, well, 2 batteries with me, because it runs out really quick. So speaking about the batteries and carrying them around, I got this little case. I have no idea what this is actually supposed to be used for, but I got it from, I can't remember right now, but I will, if I can remember when I'm editing it, I'll put the name down here and I'll try and link this down below. But it's like a mini, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a contact lens case or whatever, but it's like a mini glasses case. So it's really soft inside, and I basically keep my spare battery in here. You can get spare batteries off like Amazon and stuff, and then I've got one memory card in here, 16GB. I've got an 8GB one in here as well, and then I'm currently using 128GB. Again, having more than one memory card is amazing, unless you've got like a 256GB or something, then you might not need some spares, although my 128GB one gets full so quickly. So if you're a YouTuber, you'll know what I mean. It's super soft inside, which is perfect for keeping the batteries and stuff in, because again, you don't want them to get scratched or ruined. So I don't like to have them loose in my bag. I like to have them in here, then I know when they are, and because this is bright coloured, I can always see this in my handbag, so I just grab it out when I need to get my battery or memory cards. To edit my videos, I either use my iPad, which I don't use as much anymore. I use my iPad a lot in general, but for editing my videos, I don't use it as much as I used to, because I now have a new phone, so this has more storage than I used to have. It has like double what I used to have. I think it has 64GB, whereas I used to have 32. My storage is still full on this 64GB one from editing videos, but still, it's a lot better than it was. So I do have more storage to edit on my phone, and I just use iMovie. I'll go through a couple of apps I use to edit in a second, but I will just go on to, yeah, so using my iPad. The only app I already use on my iPad is iMovie for editing, and PicsArt. So yeah, iPad on my phone is what I use to edit. The apps that I use to edit are iMovie, Fonto. Fonto's for my thumbnails. I don't use Lightroom anymore, I kind of need to delete that. Camera Connect is the app I use to transfer my videos from my camera to my phone. It's like a Bluetooth thing, it's really, really cool. I use Video Leap, I've been using that a lot recently and I love it. It has so many cool effects. If you can't get iMovie, then Video Leap has some really cool effects. You don't have to pay, there is like a premium subscription thing, but I don't actually use that. I just use the regular, and it's really, really good. I definitely recommend that. It has loads of cool effects. In fact, it has more effects than iMovie, to be honest, but I still use iMovie just because I'm used to using that. And that's basically it. iMovie is the main app I use to edit, but that is pretty much everything that I use to edit my videos. And then the final thing I'm going to show you and talk to you about is what I use to plan my videos. Of course, as pretty much everyone does, I do use the notes on my phone to plan my videos and basically put like video ideas in there. However, I use these more than my notes on my phone, so I have these two notebooks. Now, this first one is, I've spoken to you about these two notebooks quite a bit before, so you might have heard me talk about them before, but I'll just briefly explain. This one is like, I think this is bamboo or something. It's really good material and it's like better for the planet, you know what I mean? But it's really cool because it basically has the days of the week. So this is the week of, I've written at the top, this is next week, 8th of March to the 14th of March, just so that I know the dates Monday to Sunday on that week. I think they're the right days. Anyways, so this is what it looks like, and basically it has a column for each day. Apart from the weekend, it just has like a shared column, but sometimes I just split that in half to write Saturday and Sunday. And then the other side, so if you open it like this side is almost like a bullet journal, just has loads of dots everywhere. What I usually do is write my video ideas on the dotted side, and then I put what days I'm going to upload, edit and everything on the days on this week. And that's basically how I use this, and I love having a weekly planner. Oh my gosh, I'm not actually up to date with planning March, which I'm going to do soon, but it's only like the 3rd of March today, so it's not like essential that I get it all planned straight away. But I do want to plan March and April very soon and try and stick to it. I was so good at sticking to this plan in this notebook when I first got it, and now I'm a little bit more lenient because sometimes I end up just filming like a video that I wasn't planning on filming, and then I've got to like squeeze it in somewhere, do you know what I mean? So it's a little bit more difficult for me to use now, but I'm planning on doing a little bit more like pre-filming and filming loads of videos in like a space of a couple days and then uploading them over a few weeks, if that makes sense, just to make it a little bit easier on myself, just because I am starting actual school again next week, so I won't be doing online school. I'm gonna have a lot less time to do editing and filming and stuff, so I might have to do a little bit of more pre-filming, so I hope you guys don't mind that. And then I have this second notebook which has Sparkle Rewind on it. We love to see it, and it's rose gold. Love this. Oh, I forgot to say that first notebook is from Wilco's, by the way, and this one I'll ask my friend Olivia where she got this from, because she got it for me for Christmas, and this is like one of the best notebooks I've ever had in my life. I'll ask her where she got it from. I think she got it from a small business, so we love to appreciate small businesses, so go and check whoever made this out. Like I said, I'll try and let you know. On the first page, I've written my 2021 YouTube goals. I've also written a little bit about, I think I've written a few Instagram goals. No, just YouTube goals, actually. And then the second page, again, I'm going to blur it out, but I've got my video ideas. And then here I've got editing to-do lists. And then on this page, I've got my March goals, which is very exciting. So my goals for March, to reach by the end of March, are 500 followers on Instagram. I think I'm on 402, so thank you so much for that. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my Instagram when I reach 500, so look out for that. 1,250 subscribers. Again, I'm on 1,187, so oh my goodness, like, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, but thank you so much if you have, because it means so much to me. And then to get 2,000 views on a video, because most of my videos get around like 200 views. There's the odd one that gets over 1,000, there's the odd one that gets under 100. It's really varied, but I'd love to get 2,000 views on a video that I upload in March. So who knows? Could be this video, who knows? Those are my goals for March. I do also have some other goals, like, you know, just to produce quality content that I love, and just my general goals that I always say, like to be happy and to be really proud of my content, things like that. Like, I usually always say that they're my general goals. But yeah, that is everything that I use to film and edit my YouTube videos. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything else that I use. Oh, I forgot to mention, I forgot to show you in the screen recording, yeah, I use PicsArt as well for my thumbnails. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Lots of love, Sparkle Rewind. Bye!